Morning.
Davey Lap. It's Monday.
It is.
I know. Should we get in a car and go on a road trip?
Road trip.
Silverstone, Ferrari track day.
Nice.
Going to go and meet some owners. We're going to go up, obviously, Matt's ex-Ferrari. There's a couple of challenge guys up there who want to have a chat with us about doing work for him. So let's get in the car, mate, and let's biddly biddly boop.
Bit tired. Yeah. What's happening?
Standing back, having a snooze.
Just having a little chill
Yeah.
before all the excitement begins.
I've seen cars going around the track.
Oh yeah. No bikes. Should we pop in and see Rich as well?
Pinch his bike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy days.
Have a look.
Let's do it. Well, we made it. Yeah.
Dabbler.
We have landed.
We are here. It's windy. It's always windy at Silverstone.
Yep.
We are outside Garage 5, which is the famous garage because it has a proper tiled floor. So, rumour has it, an F1 team laid the floor in before a race weekend. So it's proper tiled floor, whereas they're concrete floors. This is, we even looked, didn't we? It's got the company logo.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
know what it's called?
Yeah.
Something ceramics.
I'll go and find it in a minute.
Yeah. So we're outside garage 5A, 5B, 5C, and the old pits, not the wing. This is the old pits. And yes, we got the fancy tiled floors. We've come down because when Matt worked at Lovett, he looked after a couple of challenge customers, and they're both here. So we've come down to say hello to see if we can entice them to the dark side, or to us. So if we can start look after them. So Matt's already done a few little bits and pieces on the 458, and then they're just rolling a Mosler back in now, which is an LS3 engine in it. So yeah, we'll have to catch some footage, and then we'll sit in the golf in a bit, and I'll update you from Silverstone, because everyone says we should try new locations. So it's a new location for you.
The home of F1, why not?
Yeah, the old home of F1.
Yes.
The new home of F1 is the wing pits, and we went over there first. But yeah, it's alright. It's a good place. I like it. Been a while since I've raced there, but yeah, it's just big and fast, and you always come in after a lap and going, it's never fast enough. But yeah, it is good here. Done so many laps around here in R8s.
Yeah.
AD was based there. Audi driving experience.
Of course.
Just spent my life hammering R8 around here. I never crashed one, honest.
Right. That sounds like there's a story there, sir.
There is. Let's go and find Matthew and see what is what.
I do.
And then, well, probably should get Matt to talk about this one, because this is what Matt used to look after. So this is a 458 challenge car. This is a guy Matt used to travel around and look after when he was at his old job.
Yeah.
It's a cool little thing, isn't it? Very, very analog. You park this next to a 458 challenge car, a 488 challenge car. Different kettle of fish.
Yep.
This is like a road car with trick bits on it. Whereas a 488 car looks like a GT3 car inside. It's different. They have steering wheel, everything. Whereas that looks like a Ferrari steering wheel with sort of
I kind of prefer that.
switches over the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like Gucci race cars. I do like Gucci race cars. But
You especially like Gucci race bikes.
yeah, I do like Gucci race bikes. Buttons, mate. Skill buttons.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it is cool. So,
Right. That's a bit of you in it, Rick.
it's got 3 holes that I can make love to it in. Look. It is love. What? Look, 3 holes. Boom, boom, boom.
They're cool, these, aren't they?
Yeah. It's a Senna dressed like Senna. That's Michelle. Hey? Yeah. Well, it's not. It's amazingly ugly, but it's beautiful. It's not a poster car, is it?
It's functional.
But it's one of them cars that
Built for purpose.
like when you see it in a picture, you're like, it doesn't make sense. You've got to see it up close to see all the little wings and aero bits and.
Yeah, it is. Very special. That wing's something else, isn't it?
Yeah. Active aero. And it's got a snorkel so it can breathe underwater. And then it's parked next to a Beetle.
So yeah, this is a 488 Challenge car with an Evo kit on it. So the Evo kit, you get the new front and rear bumper, different wing ends, the carbon underneath the wing mirrors, a few other little bits and pieces.
Okay,
But
yeah.
these are running in a race series, currently in the Challenge series. So, yeah, these are a lot more of a race car as such compared to the 458s.
Yeah, they've moved the game on a lot.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Those wings under the mirrors are mad.
Yeah, so this was part of the Evo kit.
Yeah.
These were added to it. A lot more aero.
Yeah.
The spoiler, I believe, was bigger. The end plates were different as well. These have all been changed.
Yeah.
Rear bumper, again, the rear bumper was changed, complete different design, more aero on the rear.
Serious, isn't it?
Yeah. So 296. These are still fairly new in the Ferrari world as such.
Yeah.
I've seen a few out on track, obviously when I was back with Ferrari.
Yeah.
Now they're starting to pop up to normal track days. Very, very capable car, extremely fast car. Yeah, nice spec on this one as well.
You still don't fancy a Porsche?
Nope.
Nope. Not that one.
Because he knows he'll buy one and he'll never want to drive anything else.
Another Git free.
Everywhere I go, they're there. That's the
Yeah.
thing.
Every track that you go to, they're there. God. GT4 Russell's GT4. And then this is a normal one. Yeah. Doesn't look different enough, Dav.
Yes. Agreed. That's the really expensive one.
Yeah, like 200 bags or
The
whatever it
RS.
is. Yeah. I was just about to say, front bumper looks the same. It's got the little spat on the side.
Yeah,
The wings got the.
The wing's pretty cool though, look at that. Centre locks.
Means you need a big socket instead of a little socket, centre locks.
Oh, that's pretty cheeky, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice size. A V12 sprinkled with a little bit of psycho.
Do you reckon it's nice on track?
Hey? No, it'd be awful on track. Be awful. Mind you, mate, he had it lap the ring quick, didn't he? Yeah. Aventador's done some decent lap times at the ring. But no, I imagine the balance on that is awful. Yeah, mobile phone. Yeah. And we're live from pit lane.
Go on, Martin.
Brought to you in a set. Yeah. And it's go.
You can try it.
Is that what he said? What did he say? What did Walker used to say?
Murray
Was it
Walker?
that? Go! No, and what is it matey says now? It's lights out and away they go.
Then he'll try and interview some Hollywood star, and they just completely blank him.
Yeah, Martin
Brundle.
Yeah, just literally gives him abuse, did he? He goes, who are you? What are you doing here? So we are at Silverstone.
Can we just
And
Silverstone?
yeah,
Explain.
because it's always windy, so the track temp is always low, and you close the front a lot.
On a bike.
Yeah, I have never been here. I've raced here a lot, and the track temp. It has been races here, I just haven't been.
Whoa!
So like even now, I am freezing cold.
Yep.
So I raced here I won my championship here in 09, and it was wet and cold.
Yep.
I raced British Supersport here in 2010. Really bad race actually. Awful race. Should never have gone ahead really. There was a massive crash right behind me. Hutchie got really hurt. I nearly got killed by Pat McDougall's bike.
Bloody hell.
Yeah. I started 5-6 from the back. It was me, Jenny Timoth, and Dan Neen on a second, third to last row, something like that. And by the time I crossed under this bridge, mate, couldn't see first corner. Yeah, it was that bad. I didn't crash. I did really well in that. I finished 18th or 19th. Would have been second in the cup, but wildcard riders weren't allowed to enter the cup race.
Oh, what?
I know. So my little claim to fame. Then I raced here in 2012, 2011 MotoGP support event, and guess what? It was cold and rainy. So yeah, Silverstone, mate.
There's a pattern emerging here.
There's a pattern emerging here. There's a lot of high-speed corners where you drive through the turn. So like Woodcut right behind you is probably 5th gear tapped, and just if a wind catches your front, you're down. So it's just a lot of areas where they're high-speed corners, and you're driving through them, so you're unweight in the front.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it is a good track around here, Arena GP. They've kind of changed it all now, so there's no bike track days here anymore. And the car track days are run only by Silverstone, so I'm not joking. If there's more than 30 cars here, I'll eat my hat. It is dead, isn't it?
It's quiet,
it's dead. There's a GT4 race team here for McLaren, FF Corsa here, obviously Matt's ex-clients and Matt's are here. There's a TCR car, stuff like that, but mate, it is dead. It is dead. Every single person could go out on track. It's open pit lane, it's that quiet, every single person can go out on track. So we thought we would do a track-based question session. So we've just gone back through some of the YouTube comments and bits and pieces and looked them up and sort of found stuff. So one that sort of popped up it was around a Huracan, but I suppose it works for an R8 as well, is what are the best mods you can do on track, or to take a car on track. So the biggest thing with an R8 or Huracan or Gallardo is brake cooling, especially if you've got carbon ceramics. Within 2-3 laps the brake pedal will be mush. So the best thing you can do is get the old Hoover hose out and make yourself some proper brake cooling. So we've done that for quite a few cars.
Track's open.
Track's open. So brake cooling, really good brake fluid. I'd probably say run some good shims behind the brake pads to help keep the temperature out. Yeah, really good brake fluid, like Motul RBF 700. Brake lines, so like uprated brake lines. And then, unless you're a bloody weapon and are on coilovers, I wouldn't go beyond Cup 2s. I sort of stay at Cup 2 sort of level, or 888, something like that. When we had my Gen 2 and we went to really good tyres, the balance was all wrong. So when I give the front axle a load of grip, what I found then was the car wanted to over rotate off the throttle into turns. So what I needed to do was take a load of rake out of the car, and to do that then I needed coilovers. So really the next step to run
It's a bit noisy, but it's a racetrack.
Everyone's out on track now. So I think I covered everything in that first question before we got rudely interrupted by passing traffic. V10 platform, brake cooling.
Let's move it a little bit. Out this wind.
This way a little bit.
That's it, lovely.
Brake cooling. Good brake fluid, brake lines. No more than sort of cup 2s, you don't really need it. And then warm it up and cool it down. So when you see the checkered flag, just stay off the brakes, short shift up, and just keep the engine RPM down. Get as much heat out of it as you can. Is that better? Out of the wind.
Just don't come too close. That's good.
So yeah, just keep it nice and cool. Because then one of the other questions is what tyres do we always recommend? So the staple tyre on any supercar is a Michelin P4S. Tell everybody all the same, just go to P4Ss. They're great tyres. They got good performance on track to a point, but on the roads they're perfect. You don't need anything more. If you're going to do more and more track stuff, then you can do Cup 2s and new Cup 2Rs, I think they're called now. The problem when you start going to like ADO or
ADO8s, is it?
ADO8s or 888s, no ADO1s, or that sort of like really high level semi-slick almost is, can't comment on every car, but especially the mid-engine stuff, when you start to give a front axle more grip, what you ultimately need to do then is give a rear axle more grip mechanically with balance, because you find it over rotates a lot. So cars that really take to having super sticky tyres are like the McLarens and the Ferraris, where they're rear engine front wheel drive. They really like you being able to push, especially on the McLarens. They really like getting pushed on the nose. So a really super sticky front tyre works there. But it's not just a case of you can bolt new tyres in and just go faster. So if you went and say got slicks and put slicks on, you've got to completely change the setup. So just be careful with that. Sometimes going super fancy tyres doesn't make you faster, because say for instance you go from a Cup 2 to a slick, you need to set up far more aggressive, especially on toe-in and camber, to get the tyres up to temperature. And that ultimately comes from scrubbing. So you can't just run the same sort of geometry you would on like a Cup 2 to run a proper slick. We'd be running like 3 to 4 degrees of camber, you know, and then rear toe has a massive play on slicks as well. So yeah, tyres are important, but don't just think by slapping good tyres on you're going to go faster, because sometimes there needs to be setup changes to go with it. And ultimately you've got to drive a bloody thing home. So yeah, what else did we get asked?
I think there were some questions about, we always get questions about what almost budget track car would you recommend?
That
very
is
hard to...
MX-5 seem to be the staple start point for track cars. Rear engine, low power.
Rear wheel drive.
Front engine, rear wheel drive. Sort of, you know, low power, cheap to run, you know. So there is an MX-5 out here at the minute. Obviously Caterhams seem to get a lot of attention, they do well. And then how long's a piece of string? After that then you'd probably go E92 M3s, the V8 ones. After that you start getting into TCR cars, so proper ones. So 50, 60, 70 grand, and then after that then you're into like challenge cars, 100 grand. Or McLaren 570 GT4s, 100 grand. So depends how much you want to, like everything, depends how much you want to spend, because that Mosler over there is 350 grand. So, you know.
Okay. That's some toy, isn't it?
We're at a track day, so yeah, it all comes down to how much you want to spend. My advice to anyone doing track days is track time. Pay for track time. Track time, all the time. You can learn. Noisy bastards. In the rain, in the snow, in boiling hot days, freezing cold days, you can learn. If you're sat in a car or on a bike, getting track time, that is the most important thing you can do with your money. Before anything else, don't go for the Gucci boots, you know, or the nice logoed up race suit or leathers, or, you know, add in fancy bits to your car or bike. Go and sit on it or sit in it and do laps, do laps. That's the most important thing, get the feel for it. Yeah, because I wish I could do more laps. I'm sat here now and I'm like, literally, give me a helmet. Yeah, give me a helmet. So, I think that is about it. So we'll try and catch some more videos of people going out. And we'll see it through the week.
Yep.
We'll see it through window. I don't know, maybe we'll have a rant about something in the car.
Okay, mate.
See if someone pisses me off.
See you some
Smash buttons, and I'll see you on the next one.